Hello and welcome to tonight's Monday motivational team training call. I am sitting in for Dondi and Marcy this evening. My name is Sarah Smith. I'm a Pro 6 from Maine, Auburn, Maine, and my husband and I have been with LifeVantage now for about 6.5 years, and it has been a game changer. For those of you that don't know too much about our story, I'll just briefly cover it. Stories are the best in this business, as we know. And my background is in the healing arts. I've been a massage therapist for the last, 18 years now. So I love helping people. I love working on bodies, and I love being an entrepreneur. And about 6.5 years ago, my husband and I were healing from Lyme disease. It was a time in our life where we were looking for something outside of traditional pharmaceutical sort of treatments. And we had a nurse practitioner put us in front of the ABC Investigative News Report. And coming from a background in the healing arts, taking a look at something like the news report blew my mind. I had never seen anything that even touched the condition oxidative stress by 40%, much less even 10% in really all the research and 17 years of being sort of in the wellness field. So that information blew me away. My husband and I started taking the products immediately, and we had a dramatic result. You know, the brain fog that comes with Lyme disease, one of the symptoms, started to lift. I started sleeping better. We had recovery was much better. Sustained energy throughout the day was really great. So we started feeling things right out of the gate and having results, and I really wanted to share it. So I looked deeper into the industry of network marketing. I looked deeper into the opportunity we have and got really excited. So, as we know, everyone who's watching this team training call saw the vision, and I feel blessed that I'm here representing Team Freedom Reigns and really helping Dondi and Marcy. I hope you're having a great mission trip. They're on a mission trip right now. I'm sure you can follow them on social media and hear the latest. So I'm going to start off with announcements. The big announcement is Mother's Day is right around the corner. And right now we have several promotions happening. As a matter of fact, I'm just going to share my screen really quickly here. Let's see this. Let me share my screen. Got it all queued up for us here. And we'll do this. Okay. And we're going to go here. So here we are, Mother's Day specials. If you don't know where to find this, it's in the shop section of our duplicated websites. And we have, I would say if you got your orders in for your Mother's Day, this is a great idea for your customers to know about this. If you have loyal customers, we're going to talk a little bit more about ways that we can really build our customer relationships in general. And this is a great way to do it. So, knowing what these specials are, we get free hair care samples, we get a free hand cream, and then Curb, for example, with the physique. So take advantage of these, these offers. And again, it looks like some of these are free shipping as well. So we'll jump right in on that. So we have Mother's Day coming up. Another big news out of the pipeline is we've launched Ireland. I'm wearing my green tonight. I'm really excited about Ireland. I know Laura and Bob Robbins are excited too. I think they have hit the incentive trip, so congratulations. That's a huge accomplishment. And May 1st, we are there. So whoever I think if you watch the Leadership Facebook Live airing right on the distributor page, the official distributor page, if you're brand new to this, jump on there and check that out, because the guests on there were from the UK and really excited about Ireland. They're very open there, and to be first on the ground is really exciting. So, and really gave some great tips on how to launch a team in Ireland and how to really connect. We're also launching in Belgium on June 1st. Again, another exciting launch coming up. So think globally and connect with those people. Elite Academy is also coming up July 18th through the 20th. Tickets now for that are $169. So as of May 1st, the ticket price jumped. If you're lucky enough to have one with your platinum pack, cash that in, get registered. And what I can tell you is that most of the hotels are actually sold out. The Hotel Phillips is the only hotel right now that has space within sort of the LifeVantage hotel. I'm sure they're looking for alternative hotels so they can house everyone. Vacation rental by owner is another great way to go if you're looking for a kitchen in your place and want to rent a big house for the team. So get with your sponsor and figure out a plan to get there. It's our 10-year anniversary. It's my husband and I, it's our 10-year anniversary too, which is really exciting. So it's going to be a great one and, one not to miss. So those are kind of the announcements. Oh yeah, and LVA, if you have not gotten your tickets for LVA, that's coming up May 18th. And if you don't have one in your region, I know I've got a team from New York City that are driving 5 hours up to Portsmouth to attend the training. So kudos to you, New Yorkers, who are making that trip. Appreciate you. And but if you are somebody who can't do that, then hop on the online version of the LifeVantage Academy as well. So that's coming up, and it's really a game changer. If you're brand new to the business, this is our education. This is our networking with everyone who's in the region and beyond. And a lot of leadership development takes place right in the room. Very powerful. So my topic tonight is really around customer care and how you keep your customers, how you may want to develop your relationships. But if you think about it, our businesses are about 80% customers. And even from the company, I look at the breakdown in my back office, 80% are customers, 20% are distributors. From a company-wide look, 80% are customers, 20% are distributors. So what's really great is that we have products that people really want to stay on and they love. And what ends up happening, and I'm kind of using my personal experience, is that I enrolled a lot of customers right out of the gate, and then I moved on to, I really paint the vision big. I paint the vision big, and by default, I gain customers because they know that these patents that we have are addressing major health conditions, right? And when we're painting the vision big and we end up with these customers, what do we do with them? And I know for me personally, I didn't do anything with them for a long time. They just took the product, and which is great. We're lucky because there are no other products that do this, and people don't want to go off of it because they have great results. But in the end, a couple of things, like, in the beginning, what I like to do with my customers is, one, make sure that they get their product. So when a new customer enrolls, you want to let them know there needs to be some kind of education just around, maybe the detox, and you want to make sure they get their products and know how to take them. Kind of care in the beginning is really important. And then sort of a check-in maybe at 30 days. And then again at 90 days, because I think people sometimes, if they're not in the habit of taking a daily supplement, they need that reminder. And, the app is a really great way to do that as well. So if you are diving into the app, really to keep customers in the loop, it's a great way to send them information or a video, or have the app remind you of, hey, so-and-so's been on the product, it might be a good time to send a video. So really great job there with the app development. And recently, I've been with a BNI group, which is Business Networking International now, for just over a year. I just re-upped my membership with them. And during that process, just from people in the room, that's really my sales force. That's who I'm sharing my stories with. That's who I'm really educating, and I get to talk about it every single week. And I have this little sales force. So for me, that's really powerful to share customer stories, share compliant customer stories, and have people tell those stories to other people to sort of gain referrals. And with the relationships right in BNI, probably about half of the members, there's almost 40 members in the room, half the members are taking the product. There are a couple of distributors in there, but for the most part, everybody's on the product. And what I began thinking about is every time, and I see them every single week. And when I walk in that door, and even before I walk in that door, I look at each one of their shipping dates, if everything's gone through, if they're still taking the product, if they're off the product. I really get specific with their orders because when I see them, I just want to have a really great experience. Sometimes if somebody's set up and they don't get their order right away or something goes wrong, you never really know about it if you're not in contact with them or see them face to face every week. And a majority of the customers in my organization, I definitely do not see every week. They're everywhere. They're all around the world. So having this relationship relationship with all these customers as I walk in the door every single week, it's made me very attentive to how they're doing on the product. If they have too much hair care, do they want me to back off of their shipment? Because really what happens is I think when people become dissatisfied because they're receiving too much product, or maybe it skipped a month and they were late, or their product is backed up because they forgot to take it every day, they start becoming resentful around the subscription. And I think there's this idea of it always falls back into that understanding of how network marketing companies are. They rope you in and they keep you on the subscription. I mean, everything's a subscription, right? But there becomes this negative mindset that I think we could really avoid with a little more care and attention as to how each customer is doing. And so I've been taking all my customers on my front line and really just checking in saying, how's it going? Because if I saw them every week, I wouldn't want them receiving more product if they were backed up with a bunch. I would want them to feel like Sarah takes such good care of me. That they would gladly refer my services to somebody who was looking for something like this. So I feel like it's really important to know where our customers are and how we can meet their needs even better. And that's just, for me personally, has been picking up the phone and calling them. And that even includes, because we know as we're in this business longer, we have all these customers that are just sort of floating out there. Maybe their sponsor dropped out, and maybe that sponsor dropped out, and so they're kind of hanging in the wind. I think that's a really good time to pick up the phone to them and say, hey, I don't know if anyone's been in touch with you for a while, but I am here just, really just as a service to you. If you had any questions around the product or how's it going, and really touch base with them. Because what I find is when I'm touching base with people, one, they really appreciate it. But two, you can really see where they are and make sure they're up to date on new products. And you can do that with a phone call if you have the time. You can also do that with really just filling people in. You could even create a MailChimp with just your customers and have a new product update sent out to them. Maybe new company info, from your back office. Actually, you can do that as well. And really just give people snippets of information. I'm finding too that customers that are really loyal, I've been really taking the time to give them samples of something else. Like if they really love the Protandem products, Nerf 1 and Nerf 2, sharing some Axio with them, sharing, some hand cream. Between the Axio, the hand cream, and the hair care samples, people really appreciate it. So, those are, just a few ways, but really keep, from an education standpoint, keeping people up to date, from making sure that they're getting their products in the right ways, keeping them up to date. Thank you cards. I've sent, I broke out the snail mail, thank you cards, just saying thank you so much for your business. It really means a lot. And you've made this year a great year for me. And the fact is, people never get snail mail. People really, unless it's junk mail or a bill. So, to kind of go out of your way and really send the gratitude and appreciation to your customer base is only going to help you in so many ways. One, it could be a customer that says, I really am having great results and want to share this. How do I get involved? You may never know that if that relationship isn't established. So our customers are just this, if you think about your network as a garden, you're going to have customers that are loyal. They're going to be customers that drop off, that maybe come back. But it's a really good idea to really garden and tend to the garden. You can't just leave, the fruit bearing, plants just to go, right? Just to go out on the, just to keep on growing and bearing fruit. That's great. But a little tending is necessary as well. So, the different ideas as well. Maybe a customer appreciation is, like a raffle, monthly or quarterly, where you take all of your customers' names and kind of do a drawing and really make it a big deal, because they are the bulk of our business, and they're also really easily transferable into somebody who might see the vision, who could see this bigger vision. So, I have this newfound love for my customers now because of the experience I had closing out, the end of the month, really, rolling into the Pro 6 position, which we've been working hard for, really came down to connecting with my customers and all of our customers. So I think keeping them up to date on the company news is also a really great idea. And what I'd like to do is share my screen here one more time. And we're going to go back to, we're going to go over here to press releases. So in your back office, I'll make this screen a little bigger here. In our back office, I don't know if you guys have gone through your back office, but I tell you what, it's rich with really great information. And if you've not clicked on the Investor Relations tab, you may want to do that. There's some really fun news that I'm going to scroll down. And this is also news you can share with your customers, your business types, okay? So May 6th, LifeVantage, I have to put my glasses on here. LifeVantage names Erin Brockovich to its board. And I have to tell you, I'm going to click on this and I'm going to read you what she says. So if you're looking for some belief building material, this is absolutely amazing. So Erin Brockovich, she says, I am proud to join the LifeVantage family in this capacity at this important time in the company's history, Brockovich said. This is a company I've admired at arm's length for some time. It's a company with strong momentum, not just in the US, but globally. In today's world, actively managing our health has never been so vital. By the same token, it's never been so easy and accessible. LifeVantage is helping people from every walk of life better manage and optimize their health, and I'm excited to be the newest member of the LifeVantage biohacker community. Now, Erin Brockovich, they had the movie about her. She's all about water rights. She's a lawyer. She is absolutely stellar. Her background and legal experience. So right now, she's just joined the board as of May 6th. That's pretty amazing. So if we go back, this is just a great little tab to keep up in the field, because right here, this is all amazing information. LifeVantage announces financial results to the third quarter of fiscal year 2019. We're up to 59 million this last quarter. So we are in great shape as a company. LifeVantage adds to European footprint, launching Ireland. Okay, so this is where you can find the press releases that are belief builders to our network. This could be something you could send to, again, one of your customers. So I just wanted to share with you a little bit about my newfound love for my customer base. I wasn't paying attention to them quite as much, but I realized that the true, when we give and share gratitude, it only returns twice as fast and twice as powerful. So take a minute to acknowledge your customers, really get in and share. Share with them some great information, and really just check in and care. Just care about how they're doing and how they're feeling. So with that being said, I'm going to sign off. You guys have a great rest of your Monday night. This will be recorded and it will be on the Team Freedom Reigns YouTube channel. Have a great night.